course, Trump is always making the headlines, and juzi kidogo, there were plans to assassinate him allegedly. Risasi ilipita tu hapa kidogo tu, ama alishutiwa kwa sikio, I don't know, but ali kidogo tu. Happy, and clap your hands. Are you happy, guys? I am happy. How are you? Ni mko vipi? My name is Vivian Kabono. Karibuni tena kwenye show ingine. Noma tena sana. This is a weekly recap. And of course, ebu kwanza fika tu pale YouTube. Pale NewsunplugKE. Hiyo ndo the organization yenye ina sponsor hii. Hii yenye ndo inatuletea, unajua hao ndo wadosi wetu. So fikeni pale, subscribe, like, share, comment manzi, alafu unajua hii show weekly recap tunakuletea zile news zenye zimekuwa zikihappen kwa hii wiki tu, unaona? Kama uli miss news usijali, I got you covered. So zile news zenye zimekuwa zikihappen manzi tunapick zenye zimekuwa ziki, unajua, and then we come present it to you, kila kitu ikiwa ready sawa sawa. Anyway, I hope you doing good. Karibuni sana, karibuni. I have a lot of stories, by the way, and sijui tuanze na wapi. What has been popping, right? Let us start with what has been happening. And what has been happening on your side? On my side is that Gen Z's muko na voice. So last week, I think actually you can go check out our video that we did, weekly recap battle, where we saw that the cabinet had been dismantled, dissolved. Yeah. And now, right now, of course, the country has to have cabinets. Though watu walikuwa nasema, ai, kwani iko nini itachukweni majenzi, ama tukaa hivyo kama majenzi leaderless. But anyway, of course. So, new cabinet has been nominated, and actually, that's why I'm having my phone today, ili nikusomea the list of those people who have been nominated, and sijui kuna wenye ambao walibaki wenye walikuwa kwa cabinet ile ingine kama Aden Duale. We have known him being a leader for the longest time in the majority. Unajua amekuwa kwa leadership space sana. Tuko na Kithure Kindiki, tuko na Chirchir. Anyway, let me read this the list for you of the new nominated cabinet, okay? So for the interior we have Kithure Kindiki, like I said, there Libaki. Health, Dr. Deborah Mulongo Barasa. Public Works, we have Alice Wahome. Education, we have Julius Ogamba. Defense, like I said, Aden Duale. For agriculture, we have Dr. Andrew Karanja. Environment, we have Soipan Tuya. For water, we have Eric Mureithi. For roads, we have Davis Chirchir. And ICT, we have Dr. Margaret Ndongo and AG. Yeah, by the way, a new Attorney General has been elected, has been nominated. Rebecca Miano. Yes. So sijui what sasa, if the parliament wanakubali, unajua, actually there has been a lot that has been happening, but what we need, let me tell you, okay, whatever, we don't need even leadership, okay, new leadership or something. What we need is accountability. And okay, but else I know shifting and shuffling the cabinet is a show that, you know what, it's a new beginning, because new people, new things, I guess. But if tabia zitakuwa zile, if the culture, look, in HR concept, like I said, that is where I use my in that concept we were talking about onboarding, okay? And any person who is being during that probation period, orientation, nini, kuna culture organization. So kama organization, culture ni nini, on Fridays we wear jeans. Ata kama alikuwa umetoka place yenye walikuwa wanavaa official 24/7, ata change kuwa wanavaa jeans. Kama break time ni this time. I mean, the culture, people pick culture very fast. So if the culture of corruption and not being accountable for the funds, for the public funds, is not going to change, then nothing is going to change. What we need as Gen Zs, what we need as a country, what we need as citizens is accountability. So I hope that they will take that in, but then I hope they will take that seriously, because sisi tunataka manze funds zetu mali, hata kama una tax nil. But then let me tell you, nobody, hadi siku hizi mtoto mdogo analipa tax juu pampers ni za watoto wadogo, na pampers zilikuwa zinataka kutaxiwa. So what we need is accountability first, and then the rest, Lord, and then the rest will follow, okay? This takes me to my next story. This week, there was the prime suspect, I will say, who is allegedly behind the murders at Mukuru wa Jenga. You know, the bodies that were found at Mukuru wa Jenga. That quarry, the Mukuru quarry, which is now turned to be a dump site, okay? And also last time we talked about one of our comrades from JKUAT who was also found in an abandoned quarry, and then allegedly he drowned, which we know he didn't drown because he had injuries. So, for the bodies that were found at Mukuru, actually the larger population was women. And I, as a woman in Kenya, and also as a Gen Z, as a journalist or as a presenter, as a vocal person, I don't know where our place is at. Because, I mean, women are vulnerable. The press is vulnerable. Actually, we will talk about a reporter who was shot at Nakuru. Wanjeri, yeah, she's a presenter at Kameme in K24. Let me say she's a presenter, okay? She's a reporter. She was shot, okay? So the press atukopoa. And that is because we are vocal. Gen Zs, with the youths, we are not okay. Because actually, most of the people who are murdered at Mukuru are 18 to 30-year-olds. And most of them were women, okay? So Collins Kulumasi ama Collins, let me get that name right, but I know it's Collins. So Collins is allegedly the prime suspect, okay? And ati nyumba yake is just a few yards from that Mukuru quarry. And also, alipatikana kwa nyumba yake kulipatikana na a lot of vitu za uyu victims, the victims, including telephones or mobile phones, laini, unajua SIM cards, handbags, kama like for example, there's a woman mwenye the family wali notice handbag kwa one of the sacks, okay? Na pia sacks zenye zilitumika pale Mukuru zilipatikana kwake, and some bodies had been dismantled. So mimi at this point I do not understand, because where are we leading? And actually people were very much concerned, okay? People were very much concerned. So his name is Collins Jumaisi Kalusha. Yes, it was Kalusha. Kalusha is the word I was looking for. So here's the thing, okay? We within minutes, like for example, about femicide, it has been something that, especially him mwake kianza, it was a lot. I have sat on this chair talking about Starlet Wahoo, talking about Rita, who's even death, God, I don't know. Okay, and then now, Pia was saying, we women to talk aqua street to talk about femicide. Now here we are again. But the thing is, we don't understand. There are questions to be asked. Because first of all, his lawyer was saying that his lawyer was saying that Collins alilazimishwa kutoa evidence ama kuongea, okay? And he was saying that he was tortured, so he's not in a good state. He should go see a doctor. And not to forget, one of the victims is allegedly his first wife, okay? So, here are the questions that we people have, because there's a watchdog who says that those murders were possibly linked to the police, okay? And also, this happens because there's a lot of bodies that are like allegedly were part of the protesters. Because, you know, especially when there was parliament, more than 40 deaths happened, more than 40 killings happened. Okay, just because I think I also sat on this chair and I talked about it, because I don't understand vipi kuingia kwa parliament kukula mchele pesa ya Wakenya watu wanauliwa. Whereas I understand it was not nini, but hey, awa waseni ma youth man, hata we unajua youth man manze, we are spontaneous. We just do something for the fun and everything, the thrill. So Collins allegedly, the question is, how is it hadi killings za kina Rita bado hazijakuwa cleared, investigations nini, whereas within few hours huyo mse mwenye amekuwa akifanya nini amepatikana, allegedly aka confess, na wakasema ati the reason what led them or the reason walimwendea ni kwa sababu alikuwa na commodities ama properties za wase wenye walidedi. Hapo I raise question marks. for me, it raises question marks. Because allegedly, I saw a friend, or no, I think I saw a post, of a person I know who we've worked together, saying that I think he was selling beads at near, I think, the Technical University of Kenya. Okay? So ni mse anajulikana, ni mse tu wa mtaa ni mse wa mtaa. Hadi kushikwenye alishikwa, I think on Monday, alipatikana kwa club akiwatch ball. Are you sure? Are you sure of what we are saying here? Are you sure? See it in killings, because the killings were made on the same way. Most of the bodies, by the way, zilikuwa on the same. They were Lord. Anyway, haya ni mambo ambayo yanaendelea na sijui tuseme nini. Let's also still talk about deaths, because one, I remember we talked about this, and kwa nini ambayo ili happen kwa there was this what was it called, the press, okay, the round table which happened with the president some time back. Na nakumbuka the Gen Zs, the youths were glued to the TV for the first time. Yani unapata hadi wase wana watch news. People, like for me, I was very much interested. I remember I was at home and we were with my granny watching the news, and then with my mom, and bado mnakasirika remember when he was just that 12-year-old boy that was shot. What can you say to his mother or something? And he's like, that boy is alive, right? What do you mean he's alive? I think, was it he? No, was it Onyango? Yeah, Kennedy Onyango. Is it him who, please talk to us and tell us, the one who had 8 bullets kwa mgongo? Ndiye alikuwa anauliza story yake na anasema, was he alive? What does that show us? Is that, will I say it is arrogance or sijui? Because also remember also Kithure pia akiwa kwa nini akiulizwa what happened to the people who the protesters, and he was like, the protesters, he's like, you just know we stopped them. How did they stop them? Anyway, Kennedy Onyango was to be laid to rest kwa uko Ushago western part, and actually baba yake, so the father and the mother have separated, okay? So baba ya Onyango comes with a letter from the court saying that the burial should be stopped. Nothing is going ahead because he spent a lot of time with his son, allegedly, but his son anataka kuzikwa huko kwa mama yake, okay? You know, there's a lot about mtoto belongs. There's a lot of politics and culture and something, I don't know, barbaric culture when it comes to laying people to rest, okay? So he's saying that she shouldn't be taken huko kwa mama because allegedly mama mtoto, like ati kwa kina mama mtoto. You get me, sasa kwa kama kwa gina granny wao afai kupelekwa huko azikwe. The mother was saying the reason why this baby daddy all of a sudden comes na amekuwa distant is because he learned that the government is the one, the government was taking care of all the burial proceedings. So you remember he was shot by the police, so, and it raised a lot of concerns. So of course the government had to take care of it. So, and a government atoboka. So allegedly he wanted a part of it. He suddenly wanted to take control. And my question is kulikuwa na mipango kabla, especially kabla as much as alikuwa na travelisho, and I don't think alikuwa ziko the same day. Kuna a lot of plans that happens, okay? Kuna hiyo maombolezi, unaona kama hiyo kwa disco matanga, kuna, the concept of matanga and everything. It's a time, and sometimes it's extended, especially like stories like this which brought a lot of controversy. So my question is, why was this man the whole time, the baby daddy, all the plans were there? Unajua, na how is it alitokea tu all of a sudden? Me, by the way, I don't understand why when a person dies, that's where, like for example, I've been reading The Smart Money Woman, okay? And there is a lady who, what's Lara, okay? Lara is a lady who alimaliza shule akapata job kwa oil. I think in Nigeria there's a lot of oil companies. So she's really earning well, okay? And every time, actually, now the concept of smart money woman is that she can't even be able to save up, because every amount of money that she has, she takes to we call it black tax, the money that you give to your parents, your siblings back home, because then analipa school fees and everything. The mother falls sick, and pia ndiye anabaki na burden ya kulipa bill ya hosi ya madhe. The mother passes on. Na sasa sijui aunties from where wenye siku ya burial hata wao ndo wanaiba mchele wakipack kwa mabags, ndo wanamwambia sijui. Do you know okay, hata kwanza nilienda ku research naira in exchange na pesa ngapi za Kenya, because those people insisted they get what? No, watoi pesa. They get a casket worth 1.2 million naira. Alieni alibaki na madeni za burial, she doesn't believe it. So the question is, mbona wase wenye hawakuwa in somebody's life, all of a sudden they come wakati mse amededi and they want to be the one controlling things? I think the mother is, mama ndiye anabakingi with everything. So I don't think it's right for like at your mother to, or the dad to come time later claiming things like this. I think it's Miss Joy, but for me, I don't think it's right? I don't think it's right. Anyway, guys, so the thing is, I don't know what I am feeling about this, but international partnership, international budget partnership, okay? So this is an organization, you know, after the finance bill brought a lot of, what do I call it? Finance bill, by the way, ilileta majambos. Watu iliamsha akili za Wakenya sana. So the budget has been cut from 3-point-something trillion to 2-point-something trillion, okay? Which is good, okay? And actually a lot, especially when it comes to like what will you call it? I mean, there had been a lot of budget towards things that were not making sense to the youth, including offices, the executive members, or the kuna judiciary and everything. Hizi ni masalo zenye wanapandisha kwa watu wenye wako juu, but akina walimu, madaktari bado wana complain kuhusu salary rise. So the budget, it had to be cut, okay? So my question is, why is it we need international partners to take care of our staff? Si budget ni yetu sisi, si ni pesa ya Kikenya. Si ni wa Kenya wanatoa. Why do we need outside people or international people? This is basically neo-colonialism again. Because even there were rumors that why is it the president has a meeting to do with Biden, to do IMF, whatever those world organizations, and then all of a sudden the budget has come, which is ridiculously too high. So hii budget yenye tunatengeneza inatengenezewa Kenya kweli, ama it's sources from outside wenye wana shape the budget into this place? Because it's not right, honestly. Si poa, because the Kenyans have been complaining back to back, you know? So wanasema that they will take care of it and ensure accountability, just like I had said about these new things that they are planning working on, where you find that the cabinet has been changed. But the question is, will these new cabinets people be accountable? Because accountability is what we need first. You have to take care of the funds. Let me tell you, hapo kwa kiti, the reason why you're there is to take care of the public, right? So I don't know, but they said that they will take care of it and they will ensure that there's more public or more care when it comes to public money. And I feel like they should even give us, you cannot be doing that's a quote, you cannot do the same thing over and over and expect different results. It will always be the same. So we need different things. We need different strategies, including the audit that is happening. Every politician should be auditiwe kila mwaka, akiingia uliingia na hii pesa, umetoka umenunua land ya 5 million na salary yako ni 200,000 within a month. Where have you gotten all this money? You feel me? To go in AI, this is the time where we're using AI. Let us use it to our advantage. Najua do inajulikana inaenda wapi, because there's no way the budget bado hata your organization bado ilikuwa inasema there's a lot of money that inapotelea kwa corruption. Why are we talking about corruption? How many years after independence we're still talking about corruption? Anyway, guys, we are not corrupt people, and because we're not corrupt people, and we are understanding people, you know, you're understanding presenters, you stop. Anyway, guys, hizi stories zimekataa kucheka. So allegedly, my question is, who are these people? Because allegedly the Kipsigis leader, Joel Kimeto, has come and he has told the Gen Zs, you guys, by the way, you should allow dialogue with the president because whatever you guys are doing will is not right and everything, and dialogue will lead to national development. My question is, before, did we need dialogue? No, there wasn't. After Gen Zs, after that concept, Gen Zs, a lot of people didn't know even what Gen Zs are. And some people, sorry to say, but I will say like illiteracy or something, or I don't know, ignorance or arrogance, thinks that Gen Zs like the Mau Mau or the Mungeke or something where it's a gang. But we all know that Gen Z is just a generation, just like that was Generation X, millennials, baby boomers. Anyway, he says that this will lead to national development. My question is, Gen Z wamekuja sahi. Kulikuwa na national development before then. How is it that dialogue all of a sudden will lead to national development? My next question is, didn't we not invite the president to the space? SpaceX, si alikam, right? Na tuko na issue, host out, tulipata furundu, lakini it's okay, sijui ama labda washasalimo. But my question is, and this is why Gen Z has been powerful for the longest time, leaderless. Also, I don't think at this point in life or at this point in juncture, we need leaders, especially tribal leaders. Ati we ni leader wa Kikuyu, we ni leader wa Ameru, we ni leader. Excuse me? We don't need leaders because we were born in a certain tribe. In fact, we don't even care about tribes. We care about Kenya. Let us talk about Kenyan leaders who are making an impact. We don't need people coming and also the Archbishop mwenye pia alikuwa anasema kuhusu this. We have dialogued for the longest time until in our voices, sauti zetu zinasikika kweli. The first time yenye watu walienda, that is the day that the finance bill was rejected, when everybody was talking about rejection. Wengine bado wakiwa huku wakimourn our fellow people, wakina Rex, more people were being killed. So where is our voice? Where is our dialogue? Hata niliona video fulani where people mna-invitiwa meeting ati muongee. Immediately mmeanza kuongea. The most people wameanza kuchukua. Anyway, it's by akina Kroni, who are my friends by the way, and they were having a show at Brayburn. Akina Victor, Nyata, Nick Kwach, Osoro. Oh my goodness, they're amazing people. Anyway, let us go to international news because this is the kind of leadership we need and the kind of presidents we need. Kagame of Rwanda. But Rwanda. I think nitaenda Rwanda. I have met several. Actually, our friend, we were with tulikuwa pale second performing arts conference and she was traveling to Rwanda. I think atafika leo. It's a long journey. I think it's 16 hours drive from Kenya. Yeah, via Uganda and everything. So Kagame tena for the he has gone back and sasa unaona ile record yenye watu wa Olympics wana you break your own record. So he has broken his own record after the election that happened on Monday and he passed with a whopping 99%. We hata hesabu ulikuwa hata ile best subject uliwaipata hivyo. Yaani competitors wake au wawili votes zao combined. Mmoja ilikuwa sijui 0.1 and 0.1. Votes zao combined is 1%. Yet, and actually, and this even what we were talking about next year, because this person is not coming back. No, we are not. The first thing is taking votes and making sure that there is a high turn up of people. Because in Rwanda, these elections, 80% of the voters stand up. That's a good number, okay? And actually from back in the days, he entered, Kagame aliingia kwa power in 1994 after he was actually a rebel leader and aliingia kwa ofisi after he stopped a genocide that took over, I think, 80,000 lives, okay? And then amekuwa kwa power for that time. Sijui aliingia na nini, but kwa elections, was it 2010 and kuna yenye alikuwa na 95%, ingine 93%. The last time alikuwa na 98%, sasa yako 99%. So, I mean, he's a good leader. Wasi hawezi kakua kimu-elect if he's not a good person. And I think that's what we need because actually Rwanda right now is among the fastest growing economies. So that's what we need because leadership is something very important. And talking about leaders, the final story of our day, Trump. Of course, Trump is always making the headlines and Josie Kidogo, there were plans to assassinate him allegedly. risasi ilipita tu hapa kidogo tu, ama alishutiwa kwa sikio, I don't know, but ali kidogo tu. Haja nina mariko paskuma na mandizi slide. Anyway guys, so his wife Melania Trump, yeah, that's the name, she surprised him after he signed and he accepted to be the nominee of the Republican Party when it comes to as the president when it comes to the elections. Yeah, he's gonna bado anataka tena kurudi kwa hiyo kiti ya preso. So alikuja, and then after the family wameketi, now these are the lovey-dovey's of the story. She came akiwa peke yake. I think she was wearing a red dress, and there's a history with red dress with women, okay, just just so you should know. So amekuja akiwave kwa watu nini, alafu akaenda kwanza Trump akasema I am honored to have my lovely wife who actually did a lot even after the shooting happened nini, unajua malavidavis pale. Akasema pia ati and then unajua wakienda kuhug kwanza I think Melania whisper kitu, labda alimwambia nini, see you later tonight, alafu sasa Trump akampek kwa cheek. Okay, most couples peck on the lips, but then it was a good one anyway. So ndo hivyo mambo, ndo hivyo kama wewe you are a politician, if you're a public figure, ukihug tutajua, ukikiss tutajua, ukifanya nini tutajua. That is the life we have chosen and the life that God decided to give us. So we pray for the grace to take it all in. Anyway guys, we have come to another end of our beautiful show. Thank you so much. By the way, hii show wewe ndio mtu mwenye unafanya niketi kwa hii kiti. So mwenze ukiwatch content aki tunashukuru sana na God our bless sana. So this is NewsunplugKE. Fika pale, subscribe, like, share. Pia kama wewe ni mtu kusoma kama mimi, unaweza angalia pia print yetu ama kule digital space yetu newsunplug.co.ke. Oh, so my name is Vivian Kabono. By the way, I'm basically an artist, actress, spoken word artist, presenter hapa, ma beadwork, you know. So, unaweza ni follow up across all social media platforms at ViviKabz, VIVY space KABZ. Do have a nice time na cheki. Jipende we mzeju. Wewe ni mgreat kama mimi. Bye. Do have a nice time.